them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside.
Live from XII Studios in Eddyville, Kentucky. It's time for the EZK Show. Tonight, we break down Movie News 12. Your hosts, Darth Easy and Rainy Cage.
Woo! Feel like I gotta raise my energy level to meet you today.
Well, it's one of those days. So I am Darth Easy.
And I'm Rainy Cage.
And it's time for another episode of the EZK Show. This is episode 46. So let's get right into it. So Wonder Woman is delayed until 2020. What do you think about that?
I'm fine with it. I'm sure. What was the reasoning? I forgot. It's like something to do with because they wanted to. Well,
Also,
one, they were afraid of Star Wars.
Make sure you put your headphones on, right?
No, can't do it. Don't want to mess up my hair. This will work.
Okay.
I tested it.
Okay. Remember last time.
What was I saying now? Oh, why'd they move it? They wanted to get away from Star Wars?
I don't know.
I think that's what it was. Because wasn't it supposed to come out next Christmas?
I thought it was supposed to come out in, like, November.
Oh. I don't know. Either way, I'm sure it's not a big deal. Hopefully it's not like the movie sucks or something. They got to reshoot it all.
All right. Let's move it on to live action My Hero Academy is in the works.
You didn't have any opinion on Wonder Woman?
Do it? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Fucking DC.
Yeah?
I mean, DC's kind of rubbing me the wrong way anymore.
Why?
It's because
we get Aquaman.
Yeah, but Aquaman could be terrible. It's probably not going to make any money. And then Shazam could be good. And then the Joker movie, I think it's going to be really good.
Oh.
But that's just a one-off, so I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so like I said, live action My Hero Academy in the works. What do you think about that?
I still am like 2 episodes into My Hero Academy.
Come on.
Or 3 or 4.
Stop watching Game of Thrones and watching these shows like that. Cobra Kai.
You're more of an expert on My Hero Academy. Do you think this will translate well to live action? I mean, it is about superheroes, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically every person. The whole premise of the show is 80% of humanity has a superpower, or what's known as a quirk, but not all the powers are actual powers that people can become heroes with. Some of them they just have powers, but they have to continue to be doing the regular jobs. And so the premise around that just alone would be kind of interesting. And then bringing in this guy who wants to be a hero. I mean, Universal's trying to get in the superhero game. We'll see if it works out because anime adaptations have not really gone well with Death Note, or that one Speed Racer.
I liked Speed Racer.
So
that was the Wachowskis.
Ghost in the Shell. I mean, there hasn't really been a good anime adaptation yet.
True.
So, but it's just like the comic book movies. We wait until a good comic book movie, and maybe anime will get there closer, faster than the video game genre will.
So this was Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like one of the only ones that doesn't have any comic books. So
yeah,
makes sense.
But they got Godzilla. All right, moving on. Gladiator 2 is going forward. Why?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
I heard about what the story's going to be about, like his son or whatever, and it's basically going to repeat pretty much everything that happened in the first Gladiator.
His son's dead, though, isn't he?
I don't. Maybe not. Maybe they're going to retcon it somehow. I don't know. But Ridley Scott is doing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe.
My opinion about it is Gladiator is a perfect film. We don't need to remake it. We don't need to see a sequel of it. It's a film that I think stands the test of time. I don't think it's a movie that needs to be remade or made a sequel of.
True.
I think it's a perfect film. I don't need to see a sequel of it. I mean, I'll be there day one. But, I mean, really, since Gladiator and Lord of the Rings, there hasn't been any good swords and sandals films. So maybe maybe Gladiator 2 can be
Bring it
good.
back.
But this probably won't come out till what? I want to say 2020 at the earliest. Probably.
Yeah.
Or 2021. So that would be 20 years after the first Gladiator came out. So usually movies that take more than 5 years.
Might as well just remake it. I don't know. Would
No.
you rather have a remake or
No,
you
I'd
want a
rather
continuation?
No, I would rather just see no more.
Well, me too, but we're getting something, so...
Well, I would rather them do something else from Roman times then. Do a
Yeah.
different gladiator story.
I'm with you on that, too.
Or that. I mean,
There's got to be other stories. We don't have to keep milking the same thing.
yeah, and Gladiator's the original story because Commodus did get killed by Gladiator, but it wasn't in the Gladiator ring. It was in his bedroom, and the story of Gladiator is not historically accurate. But it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
So Edgar Lincoln, after he got to the chopper, is going to be doing some Walking Dead movies on AMC. What do you think about that?
Well, this I think is stupid, and when you realize that it's just because he wants to go back home, he's sick of living in Georgia, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Kill the character
but then just
off.
kill him, yeah. But then they were like, oh, but what if we make some AMC only movies?
See, this would be like, okay, so hear me out. First season of Game of Thrones, Sean Bean's like, you know what? I don't want to be in Game of Thrones anymore. Okay, we'll ship you off to an island, and then we'll do some bunch of Game of Thrones movies around your character, Sean Bean, on an island or something. Who the fuck wants this?
I don't know of anybody, really. I mean, I guess AMC wants it because they want to make money, and they feel like that if they got rid of Andrew Lincoln, they would, people would be upset.
Is this movie's going to be on AMC's channel, or is it's going to be like so these won't be on in movie theaters?
I don't think
probably
so.
those 1 or 2 day event movies.
Yeah.
And okay, so
I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see what they're going to be about.
And what,
see
they
the
said
trailer
3 or something?
Yeah, 3 supposedly.
Yeah, I stopped watching Walking Dead. I've said that once Walking Dead wraps up, whenever the fuck that is, I will go back and watch all Walking Dead and review it. You can check that out in the future on the www.youtube.com/DarfEasy.
That will be in 2038. It will be an old easy review of that.
Oh, Darf.
Because I don't think AOC is ever going to end this. But the news story about them time jumping got me wanting to watch it. So I am not even caught up on Walking Dead, and I felt like I was the last person still watching it. So I switched to binge mode for Walking Dead. But this movie idea does not get me excited. I'd have to see a trailer or something, see what they're doing with it, and then maybe I could get excited about it. But as far as I know, they're just TV movies. They're not even going.
All I know
theaters.
is they could kill the character off. Instead, they just went like, "What are you doing? Come on, go, get to the chopper, come on."
I think maybe they'll kill him off in the movies. Maybe.
All right, moving on to the Breaking Bad movie is in works. Now, this one I'm actually kind of interested in because it's called
This is also just going to be on AMC.
This is also just coming on AMC, but that's fine because I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan. Love Better Call Saul, and it's supposed to follow Aaron Paul's character after the events of Breaking Bad. I won't go into too much spoilers because
I still haven't watched it.
Because eventually you will watch the show and
Probably.
you'll be like, "Oh my God, Darth Easy was right. He's right about everything.
Yeah.
Why haven't I watched this show? It's the greatest TV show of all time." I love Breaking Bad.
Better than Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it's better than Game of Thrones.
You're insane.
At the moment, because Game of Thrones isn't over.
Oh, okay.
Because Game of Thrones next season, I mean,
It's gonna
the
be
smoke
amazing.
monster could show up, and then the whole show just goes so stupid. You don't know. We don't know what this last season of Game of Thrones is, so I can't give Game of Thrones the best TV show of all time until I see how the show ends.
Okay.
You can't rank a show until the show is actually over.
All right.
So, anyways, back to Breaking Bad.
Right.
I am so interested in this project and seeing. I mean, I'm curious what they're going to do with it. I mean, after we saw the end of Breaking Bad, it's just like, okay, that's something for them to do. I guess, yeah, you could follow that character's story.
And Bryan Cranston said he was interested, so
Yeah.
maybe they could put him in as flashbacks or something.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. I did hear that, he bites the bucket at the end.
Well,
so
maybe.
That already ruined it for me a
Maybe.
little bit.
All right, so moving on to the happy trailer, Toy Story 4.
Yeah, that was a weird trailer. I saw this teaser. I was so excited when it popped up on, I think it was a couple mornings ago, and I was like, Kia, come watch this trailer. And I was like, it's going to be awesome. We sat down, and I was like, yeah, this sucked. But did you see the featurette that came out the next day?
Oh, with the two characters or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a bunny. That was better.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of a fork with some twine, like a homemade toy, coming to life. That could be interesting, which is what they were kind of pointing out there. They were like, I mean, but they went a little I don't know, a little cheesy. I didn't really. It didn't get me excited for it, but I still think Toy Story 4 could be really good.
My problem with Toy Story 4 is I think Toy Story 3 wrapped it up so perfectly that we didn't need a fourth movie in the trilogy series.
They said they didn't want to do another one either, but the story, they came up with a really good story apparently. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
The teaser did nothing for me though.
No, I mean it's cool seeing the characters again and
Hearing the voices.
and yeah, I mean
The little featurette was better because there had some good jokes.
But this hasn't
in
come
there.
out till
Summer.
June, July 2019, so
Yep.
I don't really need a trailer because I'm one of those people who I kind of try to avoid trailers anyways. So, yeah. All right, let's talk about that Dumbo trailer.
Yeah, it looks still pretty interesting.
It looks so good. And I'm so worried because
I
it's
know.
Tim Burton.
I know. That's the one I'm looking. I'm like, man, this looks good. You got Michael Keaton in there. This elephant looks adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking the story they're kind of going with, But yeah, but then you
Of course,
get
I've
worried
never
about.
seen the original Dumbo.
Yeah, I have seen it. It's got some racist stuff in there, and
Yeah, it came out in the 40s.
it's short, and it doesn't really this is one that I hope that they take some chances with. Don't go picture by picture, frame by frame like they did in with Beauty and the Beast. Like it needs to be a little different. So, yeah, but I'm interested. Tim Burton is the thing that worries me too.
Yeah.
I've not liked a Tim Burton movie in a long time.
There's only
Like Big Fish, maybe.
There's only two movies I like from him, and it's the first Batman movie and Nightmare Before Christmas.
I remember seeing Edward Scissorhands when I was a kid, and everybody seemed to love that. I can't remember it for the life of me. Probably need to go back and rewatch that.
Yeah, and I watched Beetlejuice, or not Beetlejuice,
I've
not
never seen
Beetlejuice. Crap, what's that one? The musical with he's a barber.
Oh yeah, I never
Sweeney
saw that.
Todd.
Yeah.
We saw that in school, and I was like, this sucks. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And Tim Burton's a guy, either you love him or you hate him.
Miss Peregrine's. That's the last one I remember,
Ugh.
and I did not like that.
Yeah, I didn't see it because
Yeah.
I was like, it
We
was
saw
terrible.
that on vacation, I remember. Not a fan.
All right, let's move on to Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
This was the better trailer that came out on the same day as that Toy Story teaser did,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought this was the stupidest idea I have ever heard. I remember when we first heard this was coming, I was like, this doesn't even make sense. How is freaking Ryan Reynolds going to be the voice of Pikachu? Is he going to be like Groot, and he's just going to say Pika Pika over and over again? And then this trailer comes out, and I was immediately like, even before we even hear Ryan Reynolds talking, like just the world and everything, I was like, well, I'm in. I was like, this looks freaking awesome. And then you get Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu, and only the kid can hear him, and you see all these different Pokemon, which I'm not the hugest Pokemon fan in the world, but still, I like the stories. I like that first Pokemon movie, and they made Pikachu so freaking cute, and just the music in the trailer, and just the world building. I was pumped. I thought it looked great.
I thought it looked all right. My problems with the movie was I don't like the main kid. I didn't like him in
He was
Jurassic.
in Jurassic World.
I didn't like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
I was sitting there looking at him, and I was like, why is he so familiar looking?
I knew it. I was like, that's the annoying kid from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah,
I know. I know you said you liked him in that movie.
I did.
But I hated him in that movie. I hate everything about that movie. Let's not rant about Jurassic World. I thought it looked interesting.
You're more of a Pokemon guy than I
love
am.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I every now and then I'll pick me up a Pokemon game and get me in a whole Pokemon binge game playing for a while. And
This could be a lot, but tick off two things: live action video game movie and a live
the
action
problems
anime.
with this movie, it's nothing with the movie. The movie could be the next big thing, it could make Pokemon big again, like what Pokemon Go did.
Mm-hmm.
The problems with this movie, it comes out 2 weeks after Avengers Infinity War Part
That
2.
does suck, yeah.
The movie should get pushed up to April, where there's nothing else. This way, the movie can make money. The only difference is that Pokemon is a huge brand, and a lot of people will go see the movie, maybe. But I don't want to see another Power Rangers situation. This movie is really good, and Pokemon and Power Rangers are nowhere comparable. Pokemon's a huge phenomenon all across the world. Power Rangers is just people like me and you like.
Yeah,
and,
it's just American mainly.
but still,
yeah.
I think there's a chance for this movie to completely fail. I mean, Star Wars didn't even do well in May. That's my reservations about this movie.
But the trailer you liked.
I like the trailer. I don't like the main kid, but
Yeah.
hopefully he's better than what that shitty movie.
He
proved.
seemed different. You know, he's not playing the same character he was in Jurassic World for sure, because he was playing a dweeb in that, and like a screechy, oh my god, every 5 seconds. I will say on Collider Live, I think they were talking about how some of the people on the crew didn't like the trailer because they felt like they were making a spin-off movie before the actual movie. They want the main Pokemon storyline, not this weird spin-off. They said it'd be like, instead of making Star Wars first, making an R2-D2 movie first. So that made me think, oh yeah, it is weird that they're like, instead of a Pokemon movie or instead of even a Pikachu story movie or an Ash movie, they're like Detective Pikachu. That's what we're gonna do.
What I like about it is different. I think it's
different.
It's a different story, and I don't want to see because I'm so invested in Pokemon. I've watched a lot of the TV shows. I've seen the story of he goes to a new land, he catches Pokemon, he goes to the gyms. You can't do that in a single movie. You have to come up with an actual story. You can't do a formulaic. If this is a TV show, then yeah. But I thought the only other issue was I thought maybe the Pokemon looked a little weird, but maybe
I liked it.
I mean,
they made them more.
Someone compared it and they said they kind of. I was like, yeah, I guess, but we'll see when the actual movie comes out. And the movie's still about 6 months away.
Yeah.
So I mean, technically CGI, it's not completely done yet.
It kind of reminded me of like that Winnie the Pooh movie we just saw. Like they're really furry looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's time to remember a legend. Stan Lee passed away on Monday, on September the 12th or November the 12th, and 95 years old. And we're remember a legend. So
had a good life. Created, co-created Marvel Comics. So pretty much everything MCU related right now. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And we're gonna miss his cameos, but I'm sure they've got some filmed up.
They filmed a bunch of those just in case he died, and eventually they're gonna CGI him in those movies,
or at least put like pictures or something of him in there. I don't know. They could figure out a way to get him in there. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I mean, for me, I wasn't as shocked by other celebrity deaths because he was old and everybody.
Well, he was always full of life, though. I mean, the thing is, when you get up to that age, you can go at any moment.
It'll be kind of like when what is her name, Betty White, when she finally dies. Yeah. Everybody will be like, well, because she's like in her 80s or 90s and still acting and stuff right now.
For me, it'd be John. For me, the biggest effect will be when John Williams finally goes.
Yeah.
And that's going to be that's because I would love just the age of it, getting back to working on every Spielberg movie and all that, but we can't really do that. But Stan Lee created. I mean, he's the guy who he created all these characters, and really the past 10 years they've really got big. X-Men, I mean, came out in 2000. Spider-Man came out in 2002. And then with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, finally get to see Infinity War, all these characters mashing together. His baby's basically on the big picture. I mean, I'm glad he got to see that before he went gone. So, Mr. Stan Lee, Excelsior, we'll always remember you.
I wonder if they'll film some kind of little tribute or something for
Captain Marvel.
Well, I was thinking Avengers, but
well, Captain Marvel
comes out before.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I was thinking of one of those stupid X-Men movies next year, but
no, those are later on too. Yeah,
Does New Mutants not come out in February or
New Mutants? No, that's like August or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, that is another episode of the Easy K Show. For more information, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to us both there, and also check us out on iTunes and on Spotify. Until next week.
You teach me and I'll teach you.